Hello everyone, JG here, and welcome to part 23 of the Blizzard Audiobook series. If you'd like to follow along, there's a link to Blizzard in the description. All that being said, let's get started. Act 22. Nothing against you. Karol woke up with a gasp on his stone bed in the cave. His skin and eyes were blue once again, there were no red markings on his face, and he only had one tail. Esther and Rex were staring at him with great relief and worry about what he may say to them. But Karol, with teary eyes, said, "Rex, Esther, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I was so wrong. I didn't know what I was doing." "I know. I'm sorry too," Esther replied. The three of them sat and stared at each other awkwardly for a while. Karol looked down in shame, and Esther was staring at the wall in a similar frame of mind. Rex, however, was looking at them with love. You two mean so much to me. I know you're both heartily sorry for what you've done, and you two are the only people I've known since Gus's passing who I could really consider my friends. So for those reasons, I hold nothing against either of you. I hope you know that." Karol and Esther looked at Rex with a similar compassion. Esther was the second to speak. "As you know, when I met you, I had no other goal but to betray you. But as we journeyed, I grew to really enjoy your companies. It was only due to orders I forced myself to betray you, something I never should have done. But I won't shy away from any of the blame. I'm so sorry. I regret it bitterly. If I didn't do that, perhaps Tragnon would have never escaped. But I don't hold anything against you, Karol. I have a lot to learn about forgiveness, but I can start by forgiving you, my friend." Karol then spoke. "I foolishly reawakened my Black Eyes powers. They were given to me by Tragnon himself in order to get me killed, but their addictive powers seemingly comforted me in the sorrow I felt. I was wrong to use them. They corrupted and hurt me terribly, even to the point of nearly corrupting my body and sending me on a long journey that I'll have to tell you about later. But I, of course, forgive you too, Esther, and I'm truly sorry to both of you. I always loved your companies, and I hope when this drama is over, our relationship can grow, and we can become great friends." The three agreed. "Now what do we do?" Karol asked, rising from his seat with the others following. "Perhaps we should show you exactly what we're up against," Rex said. "Follow me." Rex led the team outside the cliff overlooking the corrupted city. The sky was as gray as ever with purple lightning and beams being shot every moment. The sight of these alerted Karol of danger, but he was no longer frightened of corruption after his journey through that strange world. The city itself had many purple beams being shot out of it. Fires were blazing everywhere, and screams of wailings of civilians could be heard, even from the wedge which they were standing. "So that's what we're up against," Karol said as the three stood at the edge of the ledge. The three stood there epically for a moment, analyzing the dangers and trying to form a plan in their heads, until someone in a deep, rough voice asked, "What? Are you guys waiting for a caravan or something?" Karol and the others turned around, and he saw his old friend and master, Shadow the Hedgehog, standing there with Silver the fellow hedgehog, Blaze the cat, and Knuckles the echidna. "Shadow!" Karol explained happily. "I'm very glad to see you. Guess what? I finally renounced the black ice." "Did you now? I'm proud of you, I guess," Shadow replied. Rex just dropped at the side of these three heroes. You're Blaze, the protector of the Soul Emeralds." "Yes," Blaze said, laughing at his enthusiasm. "I guess I am." "And you're Silver the Hedgehog, the powerful hedgehog from the future with telekinetic powers." "Yeah," said Silver, still sad of his loss of time travel, but glad to see someone enthusiastic about him. "I am." "And what can I say? Is there anything more awesome than meeting the Knuckles, the guardian of the Master Emerald?" Rex shouted with joy. "No," said Knuckles calmly. "I suppose there's not." Shadow, partially offended by Rex's comments towards Knuckles, said, "Let's get back on track. Karol, do your powers still work?" Karol formed mist in his hand to check. "Yes, they work." "Good," Shadow said. Rex, who was thinking as Shadow and Karol spoke, asked, "I'm sorry, but by any chance do you know the location of the 7 Chaos Emeralds?" "Yes," Silver replied. "We helped Shadow gather them all after Blaze and I crash landing here." "Why did you want to know?" "Well," Rex said, "I was thinking, and I have a little plan that might work to defeat this thing. Now listen closely."